Welcome to the second episode of Dining with Drew. I'm Drew Carlson with YG Pro Realty, and I'm with my good buddy Cory Mcewan with Maxwell, Devonshire in Sherwood Park.
That's right.
I've had the pleasure of knowing you for 20 plus years, I'd say.
Absolutely. I think we met at like youth camp when we were pretty young, and wasn't there a time when you liked my younger sister or something?
May or may not have happened, maybe.
Yeah, but the point is we go back a long ways.
Probably 12 years old.
Yeah, maybe younger.
And you've been in real estate for 10 years now.
Yeah, it was October 2010. That's when I got my license. I did a little bit of property management before that, and from burning out of that in a lot of ways, and different encounters, I was like, I really need to get my license, and been doing it since. Totally love it.
Yeah.
I just love dealing with people and just going through the process of, home sales and buyers, sellers, and mainly just serving people. That's
nice.
the thing I love the most.
What's your favorite part of that, obviously?
Yeah, like my mission statement is people, purpose, profit. And so I'll share that in a listing, when I'm meeting with sellers and I'll tell them, I'm like, this is a people business, and obviously, like, I'm here to serve them. The purpose is to buy or sell homes, but in the end, it's all about serving people first, and I profit last, and that's why I chose people, purpose, profit.
Nice, I like it.
Thanks.
So with that, what's the worst thing about being in real estate?
Well, there's a lot of different stories I could go off of. Obviously with real estate, going into it, there's like the teachers. Many times they'll be like, okay, when you're going in, like you have to work almost every night, and like
you'll never see your family again.
Yeah, exactly. And so coming off of property management, I was like, man, I was burning out from it. So why would I want to go into something even worse? So
Yeah.
I talked to the teacher at the time, and he's like, oh, you come from property management, you're gonna find this a breeze.
Yeah.
So like one of the stories that happened was there was a townhouse near West Edmonton Mall. I won't say which one, but there were three guys. They were probably like 20 years old, and at this time we were doing joint ventures. Me and someone else, I don't have to name them, but we were doing joint ventures. I was doing more the tenant management, renovation management, and watching over the investors, keeping them up to date.
Yeah.
And so three guys move in, and probably about 2.5 months in, I get this phone call from someone saying, hey, you better go show up at your property because there was a shooting there.
Wow.
And I'm like, what are you talking about? And it was all over the news, like all over the major stations in Edmonton. And the three friends, one of them had like a cousin or something who they were trying to get out of some type of gang related stuff.
Wow.
And he was like, I just want to leave that,
Lifestyle.
Yeah. And so it was like, hey, stay at our place. And so then that's what they did. And some young 17, 18-year-old punk at the time, he found out where this guy was, and he shows up at the house, and I guess there was, maybe 8 people at the home at the time, and he pulls out his gun, and he's like, I want to know where, Bobby is, or whatever his name was. I want to know where Bobby is, and you tell me right now, and he pops a bullet through the floor. Now, that guy, along with a couple others, were hiding in the basement, and the bullet went through the laminate, through the floor, through the heat vent or the ducting, and ended up hitting the guy.
Wow.
And so he never died in the property, thankfully, but he did get ambulance, rushed him. The guy bolted out, and then the guy passed away in the hospital.
Really?
And so that was like total crazy to me.
Yeah.
I guess there was like, blood all through the unfinished basement and stuff, but the way the police did it, like they cleaned up every trace. And when I got there, it was like, okay, there's where the bullet hole went through. And then I just replaced the piece of laminate floor and duct taped, or like the metal taping on the heat venting, and we just had to try and rent it again.
Oh, you did?
And yeah, I think we had it rented to new people in a month, and then we moved on in life.
Crazy. That
So
was wild.
yeah, so that one goes beyond or before my real estate. I should really be having a book of these stories.
Yeah, I
because,
should read a book. Great seeing you, buddy.
Yeah, it's been awesome. I've really enjoyed this. It's been fun.
Yeah. Why don't you lead us out?
Sure. Well, if you like this guy Drew, and I sure do, make sure that you subscribe below. And he'd love to read your comments as well, see what you think of it. Maybe you have a favorite realtor you want on the show. Maybe he'll look it up. And like the video, because I really like likes. I like to see if you like what I shared, and I know Drew does too. So subscribe, like it, and comment. And
give you a follow on Instagram.
yeah, you can find me on Instagram, Sherwood Park Agent, or find me on Facebook. Just look up my name, Cory Mcewan, or look at the comments below. You'll see it.
Awesome. Thanks so much. See you guys
See ya.
later.